I'm going to show you how to make Super Mario Galaxy on Dolphin Emulator look like this instead. First we are going to acquire some HD textures. You can find the link to this HD texture pack in the description as well. Here we can find 3 different files for Super Mario Galaxy 1. The DDS packs, however, are faster to load than PNG, so to avoid potential stutter, I'm just going to download them. And since I'm running on 4K, I'm just gonna download the full-size ones. For 1080p, you can just grab the 4x ones. If you see this warning, just press download anyway. But be aware that you are trusting those files with your computer. Make sure to save the files somewhere you can easily find them later, for example your downloads folder. Next we are going to install another HD texture pack, which is going to really increase the quality of the HUD elements. You can find the link to this texture pack in the description of the video. We are going to download this file as well and save it in the same location. Once the files have been downloaded, we need to extract them. If you're running a modern version of Windows 11, you should be able to just right-click on them and click on Extract. If that doesn't work for you, you need to install 7-zip. I'll include a link to this in the description. Once you're done unzipping the files, you should see 2 folders here. Next, open up Dolphin Emulator, then click on Graphics, and we're going to navigate to the tab Advanced. Here we can see under Utility a setting to load custom textures. We're gonna click on this to enable it. Now we can close this. Next we need to move our custom textures into the correct texture folder. To find the texture folder, we're going to navigate up here to File, then click on Open User Folder. Inside this folder we're going to click on Load, then Textures. For you this folder will be empty, so I'm just gonna delete my previous textures. Now go back to your downloads folder, then we're going to navigate in our SMG1 HD Textures full-size DDS folder. In here you can find this folder named RMG. We're going to drag this one over into this texture folder. Then we're going to open this new RMG folder, where you can see all the cool HD textures we just installed. Then we are going to drag the remastered HUD folder we extracted inside this RMG folder like this. Now we're gonna click on the remastered HUD folder and we're going to rename this one. Leave the name unchanged, just add a 1 and a space in front of it like this. Now this will tell Dolphin to load our HUD textures before the other textures. That way we can ensure that both our texture packs are gonna work nicely together. Now when we start the game like this, you're going to see a new message on startup that tells you that 1,000 custom textures have been found. However, you can still see the game looks very pixelated in the loading screen. I'm going to stop the emulation now. To make full use of the custom textures, we want to tweak the graphics setting a bit. For that we're just going to navigate to the graphics icon again, click on it. Then there's a tab called Enhancements. Once we click on it, we're going to see a bunch of options here. The most important one is to increase the internal resolution. There are multiple options here, but it's best if you follow the instructions right next to them. So if you have a 1080p screen, you would just select this one. Since I'm having a 4K monitor, I'm selecting 6x native. Then you have anti-aliasing options. Anti-aliasing makes these pixelated lines look smoother. You can also read the tooltip for more detailed information. Since I have quite a powerful GPU, I'm gonna run SSAA. Then I'm also going to apply some texture filtering. Again, see the tooltip for more information. There's a bunch more options here, but you can explore them with the tooltip. Now another important setting is under General. We can change the backend here, so if you're having performance issues, you can try using like Vulkan or OpenGL. In case you have a laptop with multiple graphics units, you can also select which graphics card does the rendering. There are also a few tweaks here you can enable if you have issues with stuttering. And keep in mind that to run the settings that I use, you need a somewhat powerful computer. Once you've configured your enhancements, we can just close it and launch the game again. Now if everything worked, you're gonna immediately see that the loading screen looks much smoother. And yeah, I think the game looks really beautiful like this, especially when you compare this to the default settings. If you enjoyed this video, I also made a video showing you how to use cheats in Dolphin, and there are some Super Mario Galaxy Challenge videos you could check out. Thanks for watching!